What up, everybody? It's your man Danelle, aka Small Guy Promotions, aka the Omaha Fattie, coming with another podcast episode of What's Up Omaha. Happy Sunday, guys. I hope you're having a wonderful day, wonderful weekend. Not much on the agenda today, just going over some some updates from the week. You know, last podcast was the Girl Scouts. I hope you guys got to check that out. Girl Scouts of Nebraska. Shout out to them. And again, shout out to the Pit Lounge for being our location sponsor for last week's What's Up Omaha podcast. This past week was a pretty good week. Man, I got to go and do a consulting gig for a gentleman who, he's like 73 years old. He's been in business for a long while and just got on Facebook, and he's totally unfamiliar with Facebook and how it operates. So I went and spent like an hour and a half with him. That was a really, really cool experience, just to be able to go and, walk someone through a platform and get paid to do so. That was exciting. I had an interview with an engineering firm here in Omaha for a marketing position. I think then the interview went well, but I always think that when I interview. So I don't know. The only thing that will probably hold me back is my lack of, technical education as far as, social media marketing goes, because everything that I've learned I've done on my own and through like HubSpot. I didn't go to any universities or anything like that. So, that would probably be the only hiccup. I can definitely learn. I tell people I didn't know anything about securities or investing before I started working at TD Ameritrade. So, I can learn. And I worked in many different departments at TD Ameritrade. A big part of what I'm selling when, I'm in an interview is, for this type of thing, is my experience on social media through work, being on the response team at TD Ameritrade and having access to systems like in the chat and sprinkler monitoring systems that allow you to engage with people on different platforms, Google, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Apple Chat. So I've got experience there. And then, I run social media for a couple of businesses. So I've got that type of experience and background, and creating posts for each of those businesses, and also maintaining and managing their inboxes. So I have experience. I just don't have the technical experience, which you don't always need, as long as you have some familiarity with. That still sounded funny. Familiarity, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Some experience with certain things that they're looking for, or you can prove that you're teachable. That's what works a lot of times. So I don't know what'll happen. We'll see. I'll hear back hopefully this week. I've also got an interview lined up on Monday. It'll be something totally different than anything else that I've done, and it's just something for me to not be so mentally drained, hopefully, and it's something that's closer to home, because if I'm doing a marketing position or something like that, I'm going to try to continue to work from home if possible, or do some kind of hybrid scheduling. But this position is actually a chauffeur position that I've applied with last week, and again, just something that's close to home, and it's different, and I can just take a mental break, get some guaranteed income, help people, and have benefits. That's basically right now. It's two opposite ends of the spectrum. One is get something hopefully closer to the social media and marketing thing, where I can continue to grow and learn in that field, and then use that stuff for my side businesses in the future and just gain and absorb all that knowledge. Then the other end of the spectrum is just me having something that fills a void right now, and is not necessarily paying me what I'm accustomed to being paid, uh, but it allows me to have income again and get benefits. And then with that, hopefully I will still have the mental energy to focus on my side gigs, which are my main gigs right now since I'm not working. But yeah, a lot of good stuff is going on. I've got those two things. I've got some other resumes and applications out there, and more freelance gigs are coming. I just got another social media client, and I got that client because I posted about the consulting gig with the other gentleman. And you know, that's why you never know what happens as a social media person, yeah, a content creator, whatever you want to call it. I document a lot of the things that I do and I share it, and you never know what will come from that type of stuff. I didn't know that I would possibly get a gig from this, and it was just one of those things where it was someone who I had met before, and they followed me on social. I followed them, and when they saw that I do that, they were in the same boat as the other gentleman, where um, they don't necessarily have a lot of experience with working on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram. So, they reached out and we talked and we had dinner Friday night, and we're good to go. Like we hit the ground rolling. I set up accounts for them on Instagram and Facebook already, and I'll be working on Twitter here soon. And we'll see where that goes. And those things will help in the long run, bring in income for a small guy. We're doing some stuff with Omaha Fattie, a lot of stuff with Omaha Fattie, meeting with a lot of restaurants, creating content for them and for me as well. So it's really cool, man. Getting a little income from Facebook, well, at least for February. I don't know if I'll be invited back to their bonus reel program. They send you a notification. I don't know if I've talked about that much on the podcast, but for the month of February, I was notified by Facebook or Meta that I qualified and was eligible for the Reel bonus program. And if you're familiar with the Reels that you watch, it's kind of like it's to compete against the TikToks and whatever, where you get like 60 seconds to post videos. And, I didn't know it was a thing on Facebook. So, I just post content. And that's another thing that came from me posting content. And I guess from people, tuning in and watching some of the videos that I created, they let me know that I was eligible. And I signed up and got it going. And I ended up getting over 45,000 views on my videos on Facebook Reels. So if you're watching this or listening to this podcast, please make sure to follow Omaha Fattie and watch the Reels. It actually expired for the month. The deadline was March 4th. So that is over for that month. So hopefully I'll get invited back. Even if I don't, I'm always posting content anyway. So it was just an opportunity for me to make money on stuff that I was already doing. So we're going to keep leaning in towards the video content. I know that's the way of, social media right now and where we're heading. Video content is very important. So we're going to keep pushing that stuff out, and helping these restaurants when we can, creating content. We might actually, at some point, offer some ads, some video work that way for interested clients. We're going to pump out a couple and see how it goes, and then see if we have any interest, because the major thing is always helping where I can. A lot of people say I don't have the marketing budget right now or the advertising budget. And I'm like, hey, that's okay. That's not a huge concern right now. We're just trying to get some work in, build a portfolio, and we'll make things work. So a lot of partnerships going on right now. Shout out to Mailbox Omaha with Chef Will Berg. Sorry about my phone. Got to meet them this past week, man, I went to East Coast Eats. We did some eating, some good eating there. A lot of eating, and they had a lot of food going on, and we took some videos and photos. So we're going to do some stuff with that. Shout out to all those people. Moran's Grill. Andrea has been a guest on the What's Up Omaha podcast in the past. I'm going to meet with her. Got some other ones that I might meet with too. So we got things moving along, man. Please continue to support, and thank you. As always, I thank you for everything. But that's all I got today, man. I want to give you guys an update on all that great stuff that was going on. Though I'm not working for an employer, I'm still busy. I feel that I'm busier than I was when I was working, because I'm, taking like classes or like little uh, different sections on HubSpot. I'm going through and learning that stuff. I'm looking for jobs. I'm going or having phone interviews, and I'm staying busy. I'm meeting with people. Yeah, I know my wife is stressed a little bit about the benefits, but I promise that I will get benefits and take care of that. So, that's been the only downfall to not being employed, is not having the benefits that we're used to having, like with the insurance benefits, the healthcare. So I'll make sure to take care of that, and ease her mind and let her relax a little bit, because I know she's stressing a little bit. And you know, again, that's the only thing that I wish I would have been able to uh, communicate better with her about, is what was going on at work, so she understood. And in her eyes, I could have prepared a little more as far as getting some kind of outside insurance set up. But we take every day as it comes, and we'll get there. But I love you, Mitzi. Sorry to make you stress about insurance and healthcare, but we'll get there. I love you. And anyway, please keep supporting, guys. If you're on YouTube, subscribe and hit that bell icon. And then if you're, listening anywhere else on the audio side, just please subscribe. That's all that I ask from you guys. And I appreciate all the support that we receive. So thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of the What's Up Omaha podcast. And as we end every episode, smile, help someone else smile, laugh, and help someone else laugh all day, every day. Yeah, y'all have a good week. Go out there and kill it. Yeah. Peace.